How did you feel? How did you feel when they chose someone else to get into the team and whilst you didn't? You felt frustrated. You felt angry. You felt shocked that they chose someone else to do the job. You keep complaining, telling yourself that, oh, I shouldn't have been there. I'm the main man. And suddenly now, you feel the pain. Then what do you do next? And what do you think happened next? Now, you go mindlessly scroll on YouTube the whole day. You go and fap today. Or you go and eat junk food to ease yourself away from the pain. Whilst your opponent is feeling the pain, but he is driving through like a fucking dog. And whilst you are sitting there and thinking on how FIFA 22 is it's better than 2K23. Men of today are so easily countered by pain. They always dislike pain. They want comfort, they want securement, they want everything to ease up their bottling up sensations. But the truth of a man running away from pain is inevitable. As a man, and as a man who fucking goes to the gym, who does everything that is on self-improvement, I realize that men are afraid of pain. Pain, as people call it, as suffer, overthink it, and they are telling themselves that for you to feel pain, you must go through cold exposure and everything, which is a good thing for pain. But men are just easing away from pain, but coming back to comfort. And let me tell you something. Men who run away from comfort tend to be more successful, more driven, and more focused on their goals. That a study that I've recently thought about and read and heard. Whilst men who are not doing anything that felt pain and discomfort, they feel docile. They feel unmotivated. They feel like they are drained for the day. And it might be you. You see, King, do not lie to yourself. You like pleasure. You like feeling intimacy. You like feeling the pleasure that you feel from junk food, from scrolling on your phone, from going and fap. But in reality, you're turning out to being a docile male. Men who are driven, men who are focused on their goals, men who are of power. They stand the chance to rule the world. Whilst you are sitting there in your computer chair. Whilst you are sitting there on your bed, on the couch, scrolling and watching Friday Night of 13. That's a bit severant from a man. And one quote that I'm gonna be reading out of my book, my journaling book, because it's quotes, is from Brian Lee. The principle you live by creates the world you live in. If you change the principle you live, sorry, if you change the principle you live by, you will change your world. Meaning by this, the principles of yourself, of being like this self-improvement like guru, of persistence and of drive, everything on the world around you changes. You feel like now you're starting to not relate to your friends. Now you're starting to see people eating junk food while you're eating like ribs, full amounts of like protein, no processed shit. That's why it correlates to pleasure. Everything was surrounded with pleasure, from our phones, from the foods, from the entertainment we watch. Because we feel this sense of, how can I say this? Of incoming into pleasure. And there are 5 things I need to say about running away from pleasure. Alright, the first one, you cannot become successful. You see, becoming successful, you need to endure pain and suffer. That's why you see me waking up at 5 a.m. In the last few days, my diet has been a little bit groggy. As you can see, I have like pimples on my face, which I'm trying to improve that and remove. You need to endure pain. Simple. You will not become motivated by pain. You get motivated for example, like a cold shower. When you get into a cold shower, you feel this instant shock that you're awake and you're alert. That's how you need to feel. The third thing, it's your environment. Your environment dictates everything and how you are being perceived. As you saw my environment, I have papers behind me to endure the pain. I have Adonis here, the picture, and I have a Goku here. Simple. The third thing, the fourth, I would say you feel docile. You feel like castrated. You don't have this feist and energy throughout the world, which is the same as motivation. And the last thing is you're not gonna get any sense of satisfaction in life. When you endure too much like pleasure after pleasure, then you're gonna start realizing that pleasure you were doing every single time isn't feeling as good. Then you start to do something else with this. Now it feels good. Then it continues the cycle which you do not feel good again. Then you continue the cycle. You become good like that. Once you have brain fog in your mind and you become fat. So one advice I can give to you is to expose yourself through pain. Like, for example, the gym, cold exposure, rejection from a woman. I have been rejected. Now you feel the pain, but you feel motivated to go do it. So that's a quick video for me, lads, for you to get instant like value from me. But one more thing, pleasure is a killer of men. The reason that they didn't put you in the team is because you were full of pleasure. The reason why you didn't win is because your team wasn't communicating. Everything is determined by you and your environment and everything. So I didn't forget. Whoa, today we look like we have 6 packs and like that. Give me 10 push-ups right now. Come on. Whoa, yeah, that felt good. That felt good indeed. So yeah, that's it for me today. Subscribe to this channel so that you can grow this channel, so that I can give more value through men, so that they become like other men, like their dream perfect man they wanna be in the next few years. Remember, if you do not wanna do the hard work, if you do not wanna go to the gym, if you do not wanna go speak to someone new, what I always say in every single video is that hard times create strong men. Mwah.